presentation of a full presentation that I gave in August at the Fall Region 2 coaches meeting on building a team. So first, let's start with giving you a little bit of background on my path and philosophy and how it's changed over the years. I started coaching in 2007, and everything was about me showing off my ability as a coach, showing off my soccer knowledge, and I was really operating out of that mindset. By 2012, I'd kind of swung completely the other direction, and it was about players, not about the coach. It was about players learning the game, you facilitating things, being very surgical with your words, and removing as much of the dependence on a coach and as much of the dependence on parents and extrinsic motivators as possible. By 2017, I've realized that in order to get your vision off the ground, in order to build culture, it's crucial that you include as many of the people in this process as possible that will support your vision. So the benefits of being on a team. First of all, in the context of soccer, is you can't do it on your own. But in most cases, it's being able to achieve something that you wouldn't be able to achieve on your own. We report a little bit more joy and satisfaction, the opportunity to be social, and a good team won't let you quit when you're done, when you're ready to throw in the towel. So it's important to have that support network to push you to achieve what you want to achieve and to kind of be the type of athlete or performer that you want to be. So who is the team? I'm telling you right now that it's more than coaches and players. You have a lot of people in this network. In youth sports, in our context, parents are a massive influence. Assistant coaches can be a tremendous support. And, if you develop relationships with other coaches, the opposing team can be a massive ally in this process. And really, it can be whoever you want it to be. I've brought a number of people into my teams that normally you wouldn't find at a soccer game or a soccer training or in a training environment. Physical therapists, nutritionists, and even engineers. These people can offer their experience, and most are more than willing to help out and are flattered by you asking questions about what they could contribute. So the first way to develop a relationship is the use of humble inquiry. Actually kind of caring about somebody, asking them questions about things that you don't know the answer to, shows genuine curiosity and shows that you value their opinions and their insight. So we take this model of asking versus telling. When I tell somebody, a lot of the times I'm putting them kind of in a position that's below me. I come off as bossy or self-serving, and it's sometimes people just kind of shut down, or at least they shut down their own ideas and their own influence that they could bring to the table, and just act based on the ideas that you already have, which has limited value. So asking shows that you value your team's input. It starts a relationship and allows you a better understanding of your team's view. So getting on the same page. This was derived from John O'Sullivan's Changing the Game project, and I thought these would be good questions and good exercises to go through to getting your team on the same page. So listing the 3 most important things to you as a coach, list 3 things that you would like to see players improve on, list 3 things 3 individual goals that you have as a coach, and then what are your team goals. Team goals could start to be derived when you ask the coach these questions. You ask the parents and the players. So same thing for players. What are the ways that they are an asset to their team? Do they actually understand their role? Do they feel like they have a role? Roles and jobs on teams give team members a sense of belongingness and importance. And those are definitely motivating factors when it comes to being a part of the process and seeing through goals. So getting parents on the same page. It's interesting when you go through this exercise and you find that everybody's got different ideas about things. And I think you can start to look for some form of alignment in where you guys see eye to eye, where you may not see eye to eye, and everybody learns a little bit of something because they haven't thought about it from your perspective and vice versa. So This is only going to be valuable if we're able to communicate these ideas clearly with with team members. So it's really important to make expectations clear, and there are a number of different categories for expectations that we'll go through. So you should have general and specific expectations. With general expectations, it's really what we expect from everyone. This is, respect, honesty, promptness, that sort of thing. And then within your team, there's going to be individuals. And so defining specific expectations for individuals is, something you can work together with them on. But you want to start to form something concrete and transparent, that something that is visible that everybody can see. That builds a little bit of social pressure, and people are more likely to do the things that they say they're going to do when it's visible to everyone. So, general expectations. This is just an example list: respect, preparedness, and dependability. Specific expectations really could be identified by, what do the players bring to the table? Where can they best contribute their efforts? Giving them a job is a really good place to start. So, rather than giving somebody the responsibility of captain right away, maybe you start with something small, like a warm up or a cheer, or maybe they're putting out cones or setting up the activity, and look to see who emerges as a strong leader. Look for that player that everybody listens to. The player that isn't necessarily bossy, but people go to that player, to ask questions or get a some insight and some advice. So that's how leaders emerge. An assistant coach, like I said, don't go it alone. There within your team currently, there was likely a parent that has a really solid head, like a really level head on their shoulders, and this is a fantastic sounding board to make sure that you're on the right path. And parents, what do we expect of parents? Sideline behavior. Are they screaming at the referee? Are they coaching? Are they, off the field in the car ride home? Countering your message? Are they reinforcing your message? Et cetera, et cetera. I think it's important to not leave these to chance and to ensure that everybody knows what's expected of them moving forward. So we can only assume that learning is taking place, by looking for observable actions. And when we talk about, say, respect and the general expectations, can we find examples that are actions of respect, and can we kind of bring those up to reinforce things? So if you see, a player lends a hand to another fallen player, to me, that's a demonstration of respect. And can I make an example of that to further reinforce and incentivize that type of behavior? So the takeaway is, ask questions over making assumptions. You'll start to form relationships, and that's a good way to bring people into the team and get them contributing to the team. Everyone needs a role. Everybody needs a job to do and feel like they're a part of the team and that they're an important part of the team. And commitment to the group. This is a difficult process to get right. In fact, there's a lot of things that we're going to do incorrectly at first, and we're going to learn from going through this cycle. But it is a cycle. So when things don't go perfectly, kind of regroup and go at it again. So again, going back to the team. This is a quote from Philipp Lahm, who is a World Cup winner with the German national team, and I think everybody is really looking for that sense of achievement, that sense of belongingness, and that unbelievable feeling.